What's up, everybody? Dr. Peeps here. I'm gonna go over this is my personal preference for my setup for tanking Laz. Pretty much the ancient setup from Starstone, but there are options since Laz is just it's laughably easy. I think at this point. Of course, for the sword, we have Deep Root. Obviously, this thing, great for PvE action. Just refreshing move, life stealing, and enchanted. Yeah, can't go wrong. For secondary, got the Wall Builder. Fell in love with this thing. They're in Starstone. The Mortal Power, Ancient Bane, Trenchant Stripes. It's just woo. Does a lot of damage, and then coupled on top of the Leeching Path of Destiny, gains you a lot of life, and then it's got Ancient Bane, so you're doing a lot of extra damage. For the head, Chartis' headpiece, it's really just refreshing ward and ancient ward, invigorated. And then chest piece, ancient ward, leeching path, refreshing. Same thing, charts. The rest of the pieces are charts pieces. They drop in the dungeon. They're good enough to get the job done. Right now, since it's fire, do definitely have rubies in it. And just as a note on fire dungeons, this is a kind of niche amulet, since it drops in Merc off just random things, but it is got a lot of flame protection on it. Want to be like 10%, another 6. So if you're having problems with the flames, once again, at this point, Laz just kind of laughably easy. For jewelry, I choose to go with Blessing of the Forefathers over the Scorpion Stone. Just I like it more all around. The only reason Scorpion Stone is considered is once again due to it being a fire dungeon. Ring, smooth bone ring, no questions. This thing, just if you're attacking, it is great. Leeching, hardy, and keen awareness, great. And for earring, just one that I made myself, refreshing, regenerating, duplicating toast. Really refreshing and regenerating are the two that you want. For secondaries, you can go with Greatsword, get a little bit of life back. Most of the time, switch to not even using Sword and Shield and having Hammer and Spear during the Chartis spot. That way, can actually, apply the rend, bleed, all the fun stuff. If you want a more DPS hammer, you can go with something like this, or just slot a electric gem in there. If your party is lacking in grab rolls is always important to every dungeon, really. Just clumping enemies together. You can go with something like this for a little bit of a great axe. But like I said, during the charter spot, I will switch over to it being like this. Other than that, let's keep it the exact same. Stats. We have 308 strength, 51 dex, and then eat rabbit food and go to 150 con. Depending on where you feel comfortable, you can slot this around and maybe go to 200 con. This is just, by this point, if you have a competent healer, this may even be too much con. But this is where I like it. Weapon Mastery, Sword and Shield, Reverse Stab all the way down. These don't really matter. The empowered is nice, and then basically most of this one's not really necessary, and then of course all the sturdies, everything for defenders resolve. Is that what it's called now? And then hitting all the wrong stuff. Then on the Warhammer, I just have this side of the tree done. I've kept it done. I've not respect Warhammer, and I don't even know how long. Only problem is clear out can mess up groupings, but if you realize that your teammates have grouped together, really your two that you want are Shockwave and Path of Destiny. Path of Destiny is just MVP. Leeching Path of Destiny is one of my favorite perks in the game, as it just keeps you going. Anything that keeps you going, like Deep Root, has life stealing. Leeching Path of Destiny off of the chest piece. Leeching off of the Smooth Bone Ring. Anything that keeps you going in the fight, where you don't have to be healed, even if you are the tank and should be the center of being healed, is just big W. Once again, why I've kept stuff set up the way I have, to me, it's just how I like it, once again. And even I have switched over and used it quite a bit. A 30 con Void Gauntlet, just to put your own Oblivions down. Now, not as sure as when had this, and of course the Carnelian in it doesn't work. I am aware of that, but it's just really Ancient Bane, and then needed Con, and I believe the thing wasn't all that much, so went ahead and just got me a Lego. But your main thing is you want Ancient Ward and a decent perk on everything. To me, once again, as far as PvE swords, Deep Root is just chef's kiss. Wall Builder, really falling in love with this, and it's got Ancient Bane. Your sword, it's fine not to have Ancient Bane. You're not DPSing with your sword. Now, Wall Builder having it, great. Then the shield, I don't think I covered the shield. Sturdy energy, sturdy, refreshing, great shield. You can look for a 4 perker, but they've gotten kind of expensive. And then there's also always the possibility that you might want to slot a ruby into the Blessing of the Forefathers. Like I said, if it's anything other than Blaz and pretty much Jin, then consider going up on the fire protection. Other than that, I'm at the point where those two just, I think power creep has hit them, and they just really can't make them difficult as far as mutations go. This is my just honest opinion. But anyway, this has been Dr. Peeves, and this has been my 625 tank build for Lazarus. I hope you all have a great day. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, leave comments, let me know, and I will catch y'all next time. Peace.